Welcome back to Second Cup. We're here with Wes Reeves, and I am so excited to just get right into this. You're with the Friends of AJ Swope, and you guys are kind of in charge of the whole First Responders Memorial happening downtown. And this has been, you know, a long ongoing project, and it's coming to fruition. You guys are right there. So I want to just talk about just the timeline of things and kind of where you guys are at right now.
All right, well, I'll start with the exciting news that we want to break ground, looking to break ground on the 29th of this month.
Yes,
So,
okay.
so we've been working on this for a number of years, really intense fundraising in the last couple of years. And a lot of planning has gone into it, some changes along the way in terms of what we were looking at and where we were looking to do it. The memorial will be built at 11th and Polk, and that is right next door to the Bivens home, which is the offices for the Amarillo Chamber of Commerce in Center City. And so everybody kind of knows where that is.
Yes.
And so it's going to be right downtown. It's going to be a beautiful spot. We're really excited about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's talk about that fundraising. You're mentioning you're doing some aggressive fundraising. And, you know, of course, we've been keeping tabs with it here at News Channel 10. We run some stories occasionally of, you know, some big gifts that have come in. So, of course, being on the board for this and seeing those donations come in to help make this turn it into reality. What has that been like for y'all getting to see the support the community has really poured into making this happen?
You know, fundraising is such an interesting thing, and the cool thing about it is meeting all the people, getting them excited about what you're doing. You know, we started with the first responder community, right? So our Sheriff Brian Thomas, for instance, in Potter County has been fantastic all through this whole period. But as we've kind of broadened our effort, we've run into a lot of people that we hadn't really met or didn't really know had an interest in this. And so that's been what's been great about it. And it turns out it's really a community interest. And this is something that speaks to the values of Amarillo and the Panhandle, not just here in the city, because we're looking at the 26 counties of the Texas Panhandle. These 100 or so names touches almost every county in the region.
Oh, that's amazing. And really, again, where this memorial is going to be is just kind of the hub spot for Amarillo, I feel like, just right in the heart of downtown. And, you know, what can people expect at this memorial, like whenever it does come to fruition?
You know, first of all, it's going to be a beautiful location, and folks might be familiar with it already. There is a little pocket park that the city has owned for a number of years. So we have leased this location from the city of Amarillo, and it will be built there. As you said, it's kind of a focal point. The parades that come down Polk Street, all the activity down there. It's a good spot. You know, we've got memorials here and there for first responders, never in one location, never for the entire region. So we think this is a great location to bring people together, to contemplate the sacrifices of our first responders, and also celebrate their families and their lives. So we've got a lot of work yet to do, but we're really excited that we have reached our fundraising goal. So we can actually build now.
Right, of course. And so, like I said, you're hoping you break ground here at the end of the month. And this is going to be a long project, but it's something, of course, that y'all know is going to be worth it by the time you get finished with it. And so we've kind of seen some mock-ups and stuff here on News Channel 10, but just kind of give us a mental image, kind of paint a picture for us of what people will see when they come and look at it.
You know, I mentioned these 100 or so, roughly 100 names. They will be inscribed on these black granite walls. So it's going to be nicely landscaped. Center City and the TIRZ Tiers Group have helped us out with that aspect of it. It's going to be a beautiful location. And these names will be permanent there. So, and you know, sadly, you know, there have been some names that we've had to add in the last few years. So we would like to see never to add any more names to this memorial. But the work these folks do is just invaluable to our communities, and we want to celebrate their lives.
Yes, and so being a part of this project, what has that meant like for you, Wes? You know, just to see everything come and happen, and you know, the community come together.
You know, like I said, Amarillo is a very giving community, and there are a lot of things to give to here, and there's a lot of competition in many ways. There are a lot of great causes. Just sitting down and talking to people about what this means has been very meaningful to me, and I think it's going to say a lot about who we are and what we appreciate in this part of the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, of course, you're on the board there with Friends of AJ Swope, of course, doing some really great work in the community. If people at home, if they want to get plugged in with your group, and of course they want to help out honor first responders and just help first responders out, what's a great way for them to connect?
We've got a really nice website. There are different ways to get to it, but if you want to simplify it to a Google search, is firstrespondersmemorial.org. I always get a little tongue-tied on that. But you can get information about this. You can see the artist renderings, architectural renderings, and the the really great thing before we close is that there's going to be stories, profiles of each of these names that will be on this site, and that's going to be developed throughout this year as well. So we want to not only tell people that these men and women gave their lives, but they had a life of their own. They had family. They did great things in their community, so we'll be able to profile that as well. So.
Yeah, and truly tell their stories
exactly,
too.
and that's very important to us. So.
Love that.
Yep.
Well, Wes, thank you so much for coming on and giving us an update. We're so excited to see everything happen. And remind me that date one more time.
So January 29th is the target date to have our groundbreaking, and we're going to work really hard to have this ready to dedicate on the 28th of October.
Wonderful.
Definitely going to be looking forward to following that for sure. Thank you for coming and visiting with us this morning.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And when we